Need something?
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum. Gullum is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gullum mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum is holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Gullum works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullum alive, but remind him who we are.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today? Talos bless you, my child. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. Talos preserve you.
Let's get going. What do you need to take? Let's go.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Until next time. If you're a lead... It lies with the Empire. We haven't much to discuss.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole...
Alfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
I've got my eyes on you.
Staying safe, I hope.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
What do you need? Yes?
Tools, wares, and weapons. All for sale.
Man like... Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
Need a ride? Good day. I can take you to any of the hold. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some account. They say the big old palace. My carriage is the...
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way?
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. It's really dead, then? Sometimes the difference between life and death is swift and steep.
The road makes this one weary. It's really dead then. Blessings of the moons upon all my years, I take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. Take a look. May the sun keep you warm, even in this land bitter cold.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Richten.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help. Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Spare a coin
Hey,
for a
maybe the reason these
poor old
Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
supper is all I ask.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us.
I ask only for
And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the
I ain't asking
morning.
for much.
Oh, a real
Just
charmer,
a few
that
symptoms.
one. We're one of nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brother. But
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, no, of course. Not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Father, do you know my father? His name is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior! The strongest one ever! Mm-hmm.
I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some.
I'm so cold.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young
Empire
lass.
from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
guard beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
Now more than ever, the world needs
This
tales
here's
of heroism.
Candlehearth Hall. Wait. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Wrecked since her sister was killed.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
Name's Nil. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
Every night. You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. What was that?
Fight!
That's all you got?
Our hero, claims a warrior.
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah, here. Good to see you again, friend. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. We ought to dig... Wouldn't surprise me. They've done... Those Thalmor elves, too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What did they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Get out of my face.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? My father's... Yes?
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
Die, Growlod, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Growlod! Die! Die, Growlod, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood. Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. It's Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how... If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth here?
You're a
Never seen
stranger
Viola
here
this
too,
upset
huh?
about anything. The city really gets to her.
You look like you could use a drink.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Yes, Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That might... Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't
What do you
be
want?
here.
You have no business being in here. You've taken up enough of my time. Now leave!
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should... I'm sorry, no. Grelid is the headmistress here, and she's decided not to allow any adoptions right now. I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home, but there's nothing I can do.
I do hope Mommy and Father come to get me soon. My parents dropped me off. Miss Grelid is... well, she's a terrible old crone. No person could be that cruel. I think she's part Hagraven. She only lets us out in the yard once, in the morning. And she just stands there watching us. Like I said, Hagraven. Miss Grelid is... well, she's a terrible old crone. Please, mister. No person you gotta get me out of here. I ain't afraid of the old hag. Still. I wish Constance was in charge. She treats us real good. Constance. Sometimes she gives me little snacks, which is good, because we only get but one meal. Late, too, in the afternoon. I'm a growing boy. I need as much food as I can get. Bye.
I hate her. Everyone hates her. She's the meanest person I ever met. Sometimes she even locks us in the room.
You look kind of scary, but nobody is scarier than old Grelid.
What do you want? You have no business being in here. Tino? Why, that little bastard. You tell him I'm coming for him, and when I find him, it'll be the beating of his miserable life. You don't scare me. You're trying to frighten me, hmm? Do your worst. You don't scare me. You don't scare me.
Huh?
Just leave here. Leave us alone.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes. What do you want? You have no business being in here. Tino? Why, that little bastard. You tell him I'm coming for him, and when I find him, it'll be the beating of his miserable life. You're trying to frighten me, hmm? Do your worst.
I cannot best you.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the Pond Prawn over by the market.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Windhelm's a bit cold for my tastes. And I ain't talking about the weather. You're not from Windhelm, are you?
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Well, Growhub the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
and a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Try to hide it all you want. I know you're in the Thieves' Guild, and so do the other guards. South of here and west of the road lies Kronvanger Cave. Stay away from that cursed place, and the vampires that call it home.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach. Break the law in Markarth, and it's off to Sidna Mine with you.
You should see that orc over in Understone Keep. Have him forge you some new armor.
gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my life. Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil. No, I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. Mm-hmm.
Did you we'll handle things from here. Move along.
Forsworn agent, here in the city.
I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't.
Gods.
All right then.
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened? A Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. I'd better get going.
What do you need?
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. No. She's such a nice woman. Comes by every day looking for jewelry for her family in Cyrodiil. Is it because she's a noble? Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now. What's happening to this city?
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen.
What
we have
can an
everything
old
under control. Stay out of it.
Well, you've come to the right place. That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
There's no shipment. Check the ship.
The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Ah, Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
It needs something? What do you need, handsome?
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
What was
I
that
should
you said,
remind Klepper
venomous
to
wife
clean
of
this
mine?
place up. Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
Sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight... problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me, and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from... well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you. My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go?
Get these...
What did I do?
None of your damn business
Please,
who I am.
whatever
If
it
you're
is,
going to kill
I'm
me,
sorry.
just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. I don't have time for this
Whoever...
nonsense.
Ah,
I've got plans
Varsha,
to keep
at your
until
service.
Now,
Obtainer of goods,
let me
taker of lives,
here.
and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder. Tell you what, you release me, and I promise my associates will... cut you down like an animal and butcher you in the street. It is a win-win.
Well, well, aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances? Oh, no, no, no. Don't you understand? Guilt, innocence, right, wrong? Irrelevant. What matters is I ordered you to kill someone, and you obeyed. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home. Remember, the sanctuary is in the southern pine forest, just beneath the road and away from prying eyes.
I'm still here. What do you need to take? Lead on, then. We've stopped. What is it? What do you need to take? Let's go.
Looking to hire a boat? Where are you headed? Good day.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Proud Spire Manor. Now there's a fine home. Up for sale, too.
You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be
You're
in
not
here.
supposed to be in here.
Trouble?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us!
with it!
Traitor!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hard, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak! There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo! On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. If you're the best the guild's got, they're in worse shape than... So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent. I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because...
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and... May the Divines guide and keep you.
The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold meat.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir. You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Oh, not so confident now, are we? Yes, this is a test. I don't think you're regular militia material. I want to see what you're capable of. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier. Sir.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief. What do you need?
You know you can afford a septim or two.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the Guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you people anything? You kill me, and your only contact with the East Empire Company vanishes. That's not smart for business. I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Stay out of trouble, Redguard. If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Ah, good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. You again. We have nothing else to discuss. Now move.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest who wants...
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Citizen? Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet.
I take care of the horses, and the goats, and the chickens, ugh, and the garden.
Hmm? Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to